My seizures and the medicine caused me to lose precious memories, but this surgery has given me a new beginning. Many Americans today are affected by epilepsy, and there is hope to help control the condition. My good friend Christen next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com. My name is Dorkamus Prime, leader of the Dorkobots. I was sent to this tiny planet in hopes of uniting all dorks against the evil Deceptadouche. Dorkobots, roll out.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black back in 1970. What didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a party full MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the heck are you doing, world? How are you doing today?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I think I held the microphone a little too close to my
Yeah,
mouth
you
that
might want to
time.
put it in a different room before you do that. You know, I'm a pretty laid-back person. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I'm very subtle in my actions, and I'm just really laid back, and that's just how I am. I don't know if it's the way I was brought up, if it's in my genes, or what it is, but this summer, it may push me to the brink.
Oh, snap.
Oh, it could.
I don't know what I think about this.
Well, I mean, we've got a lot going on. I mean, and we haven't even talked about this yet, but we're actually going to be moving in June or July-ish.
Didn't we talk about that on the last episode?
I don't think so.
We
I
said
think
we're going to be broadcasting live from our lavish
Maybe
house.
we did. Yeah. My memory's not what it used to be either. But we've got that, and we've got the CMA Fest coming up. Do you know how many interviews we have over the course of 3 days?
Like 40 interviews.
No, it's not that many. But it's 23 interviews over the course of 3 days.
I knew that.
Yeah, that's nuts. Actually, it's more than that, because the second day we have 2 artists on at a time for 3 shows.
Like a bows.
Yeah, so it's going to be... I'm having to turn down 2 or 3 people every day now because we just don't have the room left. Mm-hmm. But I did have someone contact me, and you don't even know this, because they just contacted me.
Oh, well, okay.
And they asked me if we would like to have another venue to broadcast on the 14th.
How about yes?
After everything's over. So I told them that might be cool, and we will talk about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right.
I mean, BB King's would probably let us stay another day, but I just didn't think about it beyond the CMA Fest. But then I didn't think that all these people would be contacting us either afterwards. Mm-hmm. But there were so many people that I know wanted to do it, and they don't know their schedules up until the last minute. Like Jill and Julia won't know their schedule until June.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're booked 2 months in advance.
Yeah, so that's not really going to work.
No, not at all. But they are coming to the dinner that we're going to have on Saturday night.
There we go.
Yeah, so... and
It's
that's
going to be a party!
Yeah, and that's one of the cool things about what we're doing. I mean, we get to do all these really fun interviews, and people play for us live, and you get to join in, too, for sure. But then on Saturday, we invite some of the guests back to actually have dinner with us at BB King's. So that's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, you know, it could have... if you happen to be a diehard listener and you stop by, then you may get an invitation for Saturday night. You never know.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, but there's going to be other stuff we're going to be giving away, too. We've got stuff from Plato's Closet that we're going to give away. We've got, what do we have? We have gift certificates. Mm-hmm. I think like $100 worth. And then we have shirts from Plato's Closet. Hey Sugar Shop's going to donate some logo cookies.
Hey Sugar Shop!
for us to give away. Still talking a Big League Chew. Nova Vapors is going to give us some swag.
Ooh. I wonder what swag entails.
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's bling for your vape pen.
Bling, bling.
I don't know.
Pop, pop, bang, bang.
Yeah, but I don't think they're here to hear us ramble. I think they're probably here to hear Christen and her story. So we're going to catch up with Christen, I guess, in just a sec.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm really, really excited. The Chris Top Program, working on being awesome worldwide.
I am a true dork. I will admit it.
Yes.
See,
I am.
We use that as a term of endearment. Do your I'm Batman impression. Good. Oh, that's like Catwoman. Where did that
I don't know. What is that? That's the closest I can get.
go? Dorks of the world, unite.
I have a picture, like a side-by-side picture of me next to a velociraptor, and
Wow.
we're making the exact same facial
That's impressive.
expression, so it's like twins. Come rap on one of my songs, it'd be a good time.
Just give me a little bit.
Yup, there goes gravity, yup, there goes gravity, so...
Oh, gosh. TheChrisTopProgram.com.
Yeah! You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top Program. I'm so happy. Are you happy?
I'm excited.
But we've got a special guest on the show. Now, you live in Clarksville, Christen.
Yes, I do.
See, we're going to have to line up a live interview. Well, this is live too, but like a person-to-person interview sometime. I think that would be fun.
I agree. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I've got Stephanie that's going to be on after you is actually coming into the studios today to do the interview. But I'm kind of putting some of that stuff off because we're going to be moving into to a house this summer, so we're going to turn a couple of the rooms into a studio. So I'm kind of excited about that. Then we can show it off. So you know, it makes me giddy.
Like a schoolgirl. Like a school gal.
It really does. It really does. So, Christen, now I normally what I do is I normally interview country music up and comers, country music stars, things of that nature. But every once in a while, I'll get somebody like you on the show, somebody that's really had some ups and downs in their life, and somebody that's overcoming these things. And I love this type of story just because it's inspirational to people, even if you've never encountered any of these problems or issues or opportunities that you've had. And at the same time, you know, and I'm sure you felt like you've been alone throughout the whole process, but there are other people that feel the same way. So it's nice for them to hear somebody else talk about it, so that way they don't feel so alone. So that makes me excited to have you on the show. I mean, even if it just helps one or two people, then I feel like we've done something.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. So Christen, how are you today? Are you doing good?
I'm doing wonderful.
Well, how are the kids doing?
Oh, they're doing great. I mean, it's raining, so you can't really go outside.
Now, do you have them like sitting in the corner, like with gags on, or are they?
No.
Do we need
they
to
have
get
a
someone on the
babysitter.
So, did you hire a babysitter just for the show?
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You could have brought him here, and then we could have just like locked him in a room somewhere.
Oh, I mean, that sounds like a fabulous idea.
Oh yeah. Nobody would be suspicious of anything at all.
Well, yeah, we had to childproof the apartment for me anyway, so I mean, it would be fine.
We had to childproof it for you, not for Abby. The cat,
Right.
For you.
So, how old are your kids?
5, and one is my youngest is going to be 2 in 3 days.
Oh my goodness! Do you have any free time at all?
No, not really.
All right, so walk me through at this point in your life. Walk me through like a typical day for you. Like, you know, when you get up and until you go to bed. Like, how do you, like, what do you do in just a normal day?
In the morning, I usually wake up around 5:30, 6 a.m.
Ugh.
And, you know, if I don't, I have a little person that comes and jumps on the bed with me. So if I want to have a hot cup of coffee, I need to wake up around 5:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Other than that, I mean, it's just going to be cold sitting on the counter. So.
Right.
That's no fun.
And then what's after that? I mean, like, what do you are you okay? I have to ask this now. I'm not an expert, of course, on epilepsy and seizures and things like that. But are you able to drive?
I am now.
Okay.
The beginning of April, 1st of April, I was allowed to drive. When they said April 1st, I will be honest. I looked at my neurologist and I was like, "Are you joking?"
Well, you have to wonder. Any kind of news you get on April 1st, you have, okay, you're kidding with me, right? So
he's like, "No." He's like, "We're just doing it an extension of a week because it goes from 6 months in the state of Tennessee. The law is 6 months from your last seizure."
Okay.
So he just did it because we weren't sure when exactly. We just knew it was the end of September, maybe the beginning of October. So he was like, "I'll just do it a week later just to be sure."
Just to make sure. Now,
So
when you first sit behind that steering wheel after 6 months, I mean, you've got to be a little nervous.
actually I wasn't. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. But I hired a babysitter to watch the kids, so I would just drive around the parking lot. I mean, well, the parking lot and the street. And I just practiced. You know, I wanted to feel, for my own peace of mind, I wanted to feel safe. And plus, I'm going to have little ones. So,
Sure.
the right.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you
I didn't
definitely...
go anywhere. I mean,
Yeah, that's something you definitely want to be sure about. I mean, before you especially you take your kids, with you and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
For sure. Now, tell me, for anybody that's listening, I mean, we hear the word epilepsy. I mean, it's part of our culture. It's in our conversations and things like that. But what exactly is it?
epilepsy is whenever you have, how to explain it to people that don't understand. It's basically misfirings in the brain. Like your neurons are just going crazy. They're just misfiring, which causes you, for some people, as many people know, your whole body starts shaking. People think of that, and that's usually called a grand mal. But mine were very sneaky. I would just blank out for 10 seconds, and I would just lose time. But it's just different type of seizures. I mean, there's probably hundreds of types of seizures.
Oh, wow.
And I had about 3 or 4 of them, different types.
Oh, my goodness.
And yeah, because whenever I got through all this, I went to the epilepsy monitoring unit, and I stayed there for 5 days as they just ripped me off of medication, and they just monitored me. I literally was living on camera. And they just watched me, and they were just waiting for me to have seizures. And they found out I had 3 different types.
So how old were you when you had your first seizure?
Well, my first seizure actually that was known was 5 months after my son was born. So I was about 5 years ago, 29 now. I mean, 23, 24. So that's when we found out I had my first seizure after my son.
So after the first one and you come out of it, I mean, what are you thinking? What's on your mind?
I had no idea. I woke up in the back of an ambulance and had no idea what happened.
What were you doing prior to the seizure?
I was actually I was with my husband at the time. We were watching TV, and I started feeling weird, and my head started going back, and I was gone. And I just woke up on a stretcher.
Wow,
So,
that had to just freak you out.
That's scary.
It is. I had no idea. And, they explained it to me, and I went to a neurologist. He wasn't my favorite neurologist, but, they didn't really explain it because whenever they find out someone just has a seizure out of the blue, they think you've always had seizures, and which I may have, but it can't be proven. So
I mean, I guess with the type of seizures you're having, you were having, you could just be sleeping, I guess, and have one and never even know it.
Very true. Very true. I mean,
You-
I've had a few of those. I mean,